Good morning. A huge amount of pain is going to be felt in the coming months. Jerome Powell, he had a few things to say after yesterday's FOMC meeting. And a couple of things that he did not say that are hugely important. The US government just declared Bitcoin a federal emergency. We'll dive into that. As two ETFs accumulate over $5 billion in Bitcoin, we'll go over the New York community bank collapse and a little bit more. And now Wall Street, they're calling for a 20% Bitcoin allocation. We'll get into it. So straight off, this is what happened yesterday. Real quick summary. Fed leaves rates unchanged for fourth straight meeting. The Fed does not expect rate cuts until greater confidence. Inflation is moving towards 2%. Highly attentive to inflation risk with economic uncertainty. Jobs have moderated but remain strong. Upcoming policy will be based on incoming data. Fed sees evolving outlook while balancing risks. Is the Fed backtracking on their pivot? March doesn't look like we're going to get a rate cut either. Now, this is what Jerome Powell admitted yesterday. It's pretty crazy. I'll zoom in on the words that were redacted here. So Justin, Fed removes the line. The US banking system is sound resilient from today's speech as New York community bank core stock falls 40% this morning. So there's a line here in their script. I'll see if I can zoom in. It won't let me. But basically what I just read before, the US banking system is sound resilient. Tighter financial and credit conditions for household and businesses are likely to weigh on economic activity, hiring, and inflation. The extent of these effects remains uncertain. The committee remains highly attentive to inflation risk. This is what Jerome Powell had to redact yesterday from his speech. ARK Invest, they're calling for a 19.4% portfolio allocation into Bitcoin. And that's pretty massive. You know, people are starting to wake up. Was it BlackRock or Fidelity last year saying the optimal allocation was 86% or thereabouts? This is going to be huge alongside BlackRock and Fidelity. They're huge stack. We'll jump into a couple of things soon. Let's give him a little bit of credit here. Peter Schiff, he's definitely a Bitcoiner at heart. I actually would like to know how much Bitcoin Mr. Peter is stacking through his son Spencer. The Fed officially let everyone know it's done hiking rates, but dialed back expectations for when it will start cutting. I wonder how long it will take before the financial community realizes just how bad the recession will be or how much bigger their inflation problem will get. I agree with how much bigger the inflation problem will get. Didn't you see yesterday even Jerome Powell was a little bit hesitant to call it a soft landing? And if you're a little bit confused about why they're targeting their 2% inflation rate, to have people believe that inflation is going back to 2%. I'm going to play this video in a sec. We've got a little bit of news to cover. I want to give you that first, and then we are going to dive into F-Bomb Friday. So we'll get this out of the way first. And then if you're happy for a little bit of profanity, some of the stuff that came out of Jerome Powell's mouth yesterday was absolutely ludicrous. It's probably not appropriate, but this video is, so we'll play this one first, and I'll give you a fair warning as it comes out. Shout out to everyone in the chat. If you can do us a favor and just humble that like button, get the video out there, or if you are watching the replay, say g'day in the comments below. I will get back to everyone. So this is pretty cool, hey? I'll restart it from the start.
For the general public, for those working families and people, why 2%? Why is getting it to 2% so important?
So that has become the globally agreed, essentially all major central banks target 2% inflation in one form or another.
How does that help my Nevada families? How does that help people in Nevada?
I'll tell you how it does. And it's I guess it's obviously not, it's not obvious how that is, but 2% inflation, to have people believe that inflation is going to go back to 2% really anchors inflation there, because you know, the evidence is and the modern belief is that people's expectations about inflation actually have an effect on inflation. If you expect inflation to go up 5%, then it will.
It's full volume, sorry.
Expects that because that's what businesses and households will be expecting, and it'll kind of happen because they expect it. So having...
Sorry about the volume. Understand it's a little bit low. I can see that there in the live chat. The other videos are louder. It's just how they recorded it. What he's saying is if they believe 2% inflation is important, 2% inflation is there for important, and it's a certainty. But why? Well, it's not obvious, but we need to have everyone believe. Total Fugazi, the other videos will be a little bit louder. Now, BlackRock and Fidelity ETFs collectively amass over $5 billion. What, in like 2 and a little bit weeks of trading? This is insane. So if you're not stacking hardcore, these guys are taking it from you, these asset managers. Over $5 billion worth of USD. So BlackRock, 2.76 billion, and Fidelity 2.31 billion. Just between the two, what, nearly 117,000 Bitcoin. They're after it. They're chasing it. So let's jump into the numbers. I'll give you a fair bit of a heads up because Jerome Powell had some filthy things to say yesterday. It's highly inappropriate. We are at block height 828,428, local time 5:42. Bitcoin. So we got a huge dump yesterday and we've come right back up. We're at 42,949 sats per USD, 2,328. Those last block rewards, they're really far down, aren't they? Only 6.608. The fee making up 5.42%. This hasn't changed. Estimated April 22nd. Other place to saying the 20th of April, 420 as well for the degens out there. Block mining at 9 minutes and 25 seconds. Now, okay, I'll flip to this. You've been given fair warning. It is F-bomb Friday, so there is profanity incoming. If you're not after a little bit of profanity, truly I understand. It's all good. Monday to Thursday, Australian Eastern Standard Time. Get the news with the fast facts. That's the biggest thing. We will dive a little bit more into the banking collapse that is going on as well. But Jerome Powell said some absolutely incredible things. So everyone that's here, welcome to Fuck Off Fridays. It is a fucking good day to be able to stack stats and chill. This is fucking ludicrous. Anyway, I understand it's not for everyone, so warning where warning's due. Let's listen to this potty mouth, man. And this is what he really wanted to say after yesterday's meeting. Let's hope this sounds loud enough for you.
Hello, you degens. You bears feeling good? Some blood in the market before the FOMC? But you forget what that stands for. Not Federal Reserve Open Market Committee. No, sir. It stands for fear of my cock. There is no more policy firming. We are at full mast. Now it's time to deflate the shit out of rates. But you bulls, you mouth breathers are not getting a cut this month. Maybe March. Gotta see if Waller gets his ducks in a row in Feb too. Also, Yellen's borrowing less money, so I am going to lay the taper like your dad delayed pulling out. Anyways, I am going to drain the ERRP. Like I drained my balls in your mom last night. Also, Mango Man taking credit for this market just like Sleepy Joe. You know, they're both lying, right? I am the CEO of SPY. I control the fates of your retirement accounts. I will fuck your puts. I will fuck your calls. My name is Jerome, and I am coming for your balls. God bless my money printer.
Oh, fuck. I've got more, ladies and gentlemen. This really what this fuckface. I mean, Jerome Powell, one of the most powerful men in the entire world. Credit where credit's due. Let's give him a pat on the back, a little bit of a round of applause for the nonsense that he comes out. So many more videos. So Podcast shared that one. Whoever created that, credit where credit's due, and absolutely amazing. This is his remarks after the FOMC meeting, 16 seconds. Simon, I'll reshare it at Sean Clark 911. Let me play this and I'll do that for you straight up.
Fuck your fucking options. Fuck your fucking zero DTE calls. Fuck the economy. Fuck inflation. Fuck your soft landing. I am sick of this shit. Fuck Wall Street. Fuck you all. I'm fucking out. Fuck your fucking...
Oh, fuck. My God, isn't it absolutely well done? So I'll repost both of those. Let me go back one and repost that as well.
Hello, you degens.
Oh, hello, you degens. Fuck you, Jerome Powell. What a guy, hey? And not Jerome Powell. Not Jerome Powell. You need to follow this Twitter account. Absolutely amazing. So we do have a little bit of serious news to get into a little bit later, but fuck. What an asshole, hey? So yesterday we see it and they just make shit up. I've actually got a real video and they're asking about it. He's like, I don't know, bro. Like, he has fucking no idea what's going on. And he's in the same camp as me. I have fucking no idea. They'll fuck around with interest rates for as long as they like, and they'll cut it down. They'll start money printing, and fucking Bitcoin will go to the moon. It's probably going to happen. It's not going to happen in March. Maybe we get the first rate cut in May. As we get closer to the halving, well, fuck, that's perfect. Thanks very much, Jerome Powell. And as we get close to the presidential election as well, it's probably when we're going to see a little bit of quantitative easing where they just start printing the money and number goes up. So hold on tight. We've got a couple of serious things to get into. I'm only going to play 30 seconds. I'm pretty sure this is the lady that went in with the Bitcoin shirt, but just 30% here. For God's sake, stop compliance, start rebelling. They're out to get you if you do not resist. Obviously, there's hope, there's Bitcoin. That's why I'm not worried about these. The evil elite, Klaus Schwab, Jamie Dimon, fucking Jerome Powell can be chucked in there, Lizzie Dizzy, Christine Lagarde, oh man, she's a lizard lady. Anyway, the goal is ultimately to transform our free and democratic, I was reading democratic societies into totalitarian societies. Their goal is to strip each and every one of us of our fundamental rights of freedom, democracy, the rule of law. They want to get rid of us all. If you haven't already, if you can smash the like button, 30 seconds, let's play.
This whole COVID madness, this so-called pandemic, it was just a test balloon, a gigantic test balloon. Well, for what, you ask? Well, to see how far they could go, to see what exactly they would have to do to get free individuals in a free and democratic society to consent to being forced into compliance.
So they want you, as Gargoyle is saying, they want you to easy bugs. They want you to do that. So if you haven't already, if you've got your Bitcoin on the exchange, get it off. We are powered by the Bitcoin Way. We have partnered with them. If you still have your Bitcoin on exchange, or you need to take your Bitcoin security to the next level, reach out to these guys. I was having a chat with a friend that has a lot of Bitcoiners all on an exchange yesterday. I was like, holy shit, bro. Like, I was panicking straight away. You're only insured up to a certain amount here in Australia, $250,000. After that, if something happens, we've seen so many collapses. So even Safety, he's recommending these professional Bitcoin IT team, the team they've helped me with my stack as well, being able to secure it, take it to the next level. They can help you out with if you need to run your own node, keeping your Bitcoin private, or if you want to look into KYC or KYC free stats, talk to them using multisig, so much more. They never touch your coins. Instead, they show you how to keep them safe. So if you need to make your Bitcoin setup safer, book a 30-minute free call with them. I've used them myself. I've had Tony on the show before. We've got a few more videos of Jerome Powell, but if you really want to sleep easy at night, great people, great company. They don't touch your coins. They don't control it. And 30 years of IT cybersecurity experience there. So I've made it very easy. Thebitcoinway.com, there is a link at the top of the description there. And if you've got any amount of wealth on an exchange, or you just need to be sure, maybe you're using Ledger or Trezor and you need to move it into something safer, reach out to them. They're a bloody great company, bloody great team, and I'm proud to be able to promote them here on the channel. So this happened yesterday, came out. Some people think it's a little bit of a big news. Other people think it's not. The Biden administration wants to create a registry of Bitcoin miners. They've put out a federal emergency in regards to this. This is a fantastic article by Marty Bent from TFTC Crypto. It's absolutely massive, so I won't read it today here for you. But what I will do is repost it for everyone. The TLDR is basically the Biden administration has declared Bitcoin a federal emergency. It's pretty funny there. emergency justification, the highlighted part. As evidence, the price of Bitcoin has increased roughly 50% in the last 3 months. That's the real reason they're panicking, is because you have sovereign wealth when you hold it in cold storage, when you do the right thing. What they're saying, and the attack angle this time, is in regards to the cold snap that happened in America, supposedly. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm just saying I'm so ill-informed from this side of the ditch, ladies and gentlemen. So you can let me know in the comments. But the amount of electricity that Bitcoin miners are using, and it looks like they want to have a unique ID for every single Bitcoin miner, know how much Bitcoin they're mining, basically. That's the attack angle that I see playing out. But Pereira Rashad was the first person to comment with this. So many people are like, yes, then they fight you. This is great. Bitcoin Maxi News, this is a pretty good comment, though. Then they fight, my apologies. Then they'll find out how a Bitcoin mine creates a more robust grid and balances the grid with flexible demand. Bitcoin's actually good for the electricity grids and sucks up free energy there. What Marty Bent was saying is, if you're an operator in the Bitcoin mining industry in the US, it is imperative that you ignore the survey and tell the EIA, the Department of Energy, and the current administration to fuck off. Here's what they have in store for you. I definitely suggest reading this at Sean Clark, SEANCLARKE 911 on X. Now, this is real words. It's not an AI-generated video. It's pretty interesting. I've got an even more interesting shit that came out of his mouth yesterday when you get these little sound bites. Anyway, let's get into it.
Governor Waller had mentioned the revisions that are coming on February 9th for the CPI data. Is that something you're watching as well? And if we see those revisions fairly minor, is that going to give you more confidence where things are going?
We'll just have to see. Yeah, we'll look.
Wait, you see that? This is the video that I wanted to show you. This is so important. Look at that shrug, that shoulder shrug, and listen to what he says as he goes into that shoulder shrug. That's subliminal. That's a cue to say he has no fucking idea. That's truly what's happening right there. Look at that. Bang. Anyway, we'll pay close attention to that happening right before what he says.
Fairly minor. Is that going to give you more confidence where things?
I don't know, bro. I fucking don't know. I'm the fucking most powerful person in charge of the fucking world's monetary system. I just fucking don't know, bro. Anyway, well, we'll replay it and I'll let him speak.
Is that going to give you more confidence where things are going?
We'll just have to see. Yeah,
we'll just have to see.
Last year was a surprise.
Last year was a surprise. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. I thought they were in charge and they knew what the fuck was going on with the economy. So, BlackRock, fucking kudos where kudos is due. This is pretty cool. You could see last year at a lot of the Bitcoin conferences and stuff, they're putting up the spotlight and these projectors on big buildings and a lot of banks and stuff. Now BlackRock is doing the same thing on Wall Street in front of the bull here. So BlackRock ETF animated and projected on buildings next to Wall Street's charging bull. I'll bring it up. The sound's not that pleasant with it. I'll mute the sound. But iBit shares, spot Bitcoin ETFs are here. Going over. New era of access. This is pretty insane, really. That's amazing. Scaffolding going up. Brick walls. That's actually phenomenal. First stock market launches in the US. First mutual fund launches in the US 1924. Oh, wow, this is really, really cool. Online brokerage services are made available to individual investors. It's 92. It is a new era of Bitcoin, good and bad, right or wrong. This is the second era of Bitcoin. iShares launches a first bond ETF. Well done to the people that put that together. It's a little bit more, which obviously got cut out. Now, yesterday, the banking collapse, we touched on a little bit yesterday. I'm going to say, ladies and gentlemen, I will never stream the FOMC meeting again. Please hold me accountable to that. That's the most boring shit that I've ever watched. I think the clips are way better to be able to get it. It's all fucking nonsense anyway. So, and it was like the worst performing video that I've done in so long. So if you enjoyed it, let me know, but fuck me. I'll save that for my wife. I'm sure you can understand, ladies and gentlemen, but it's just crazy. My brain felt like mush, and I think that happened with a lot of people out there. Anyway, so the New York Community Bank stock, NYCB, the bank that acquired the collapsed Signature Bank, extends losses to 45% in 2 days. This comes after the bank reported a Q4 loss of $260 million, while a gain of $250 million was expected. The bank will also reduce their dividend by 70% to meet regulatory requirements. The stock just hit its lowest level since August 2000. Question: are you stacking? Are you chilling? Are you preparing? If you are here for the Bitcoin Signal, the news with the fast facts. If we vibe, hit the subscribe button. I will get you the news Monday to Friday. We'll get out the most important things. Friday, we let a little bit loose, ladies and gentlemen. Fuck off Friday. Monday, Thursday, I'll keep it real. Mature rated or PG, and I can refrain for 4 days, but I don't know. There's a lot of fucking ass wipers talking a whole lot of shit that affects people that are not on a Bitcoin standard. So it's a little bit of fun to rail against them, have a bit of a banter. And shout out again to everyone live and in the comment section. So this one's not AI generated, at least I don't believe so.
I guess just as a quick follow-up, do you feel comfortable at this point saying the economy has reached a soft landing, or is that part of looking for more confidence?
No, I wouldn't say we've achieved that, and I think we have a ways to go. Inflation is still, core inflation is still well above target on a 12-month basis. 12 months is our target. Certainly, I'm encouraged, and we're encouraged by the progress, but we're not declaring victory at all at this point. We think we have a ways to go.
I guess just as a
It's pretty bearish, so they are going to keep the rates higher for longer. And then he also said he had no fucking idea as well. So we'll see what happens next meeting in March. I definitely don't see us getting a rate cut, which is all good. The longer or the closer to the halving, and when they start printing the money printer, it's all good. Brian Dement, so he's the author of Bitcoin Evangelism. Shout out to today's other sponsor. It's a really, really, really good book. If you haven't read it, have fun eating the bugs. No, I'm kidding. Read the books, read the bugs, though. Bitcoin books are absolutely phenomenal. There's a wealth of knowledge, and yes, it's a little bit crinkled. I spilt like half a litre of water on it. Unfortunately, let me just bring this up here. Isn't it cool? Bitfeed.live. Isn't it absolutely awesome? It's. I've also put a link in the description. It's a bloody good book. I urge everyone. I know the people that are reading it are really enjoying it, but believe none of what you hear and only half of what you see, especially with AI that's going out. I've been waiting years for someone to make a simple chart of Australian houses priced in Bitcoin, but it never happened. So I made one myself. Here you go. Knut. It's not the word. That's the one word that I will not say on this channel, and I think I've said it like 4 times in my life potentially. Maybe I've said a little bit more when I was younger, but I don't think it's a nice word. Crazy, hey? Price in Bitcoin just down and to the right, and that's what happens with everything priced against Bitcoin. And why? Because the Fed has a unlimited amount of money, and we'll let them talk about it themselves.
To the person who is about to grab their car keys and go to the ATM and take out $3,000, you say what?
You don't need to. Your ATM is safe, your banks are safe, there's enough cash in the financial system, and there is an infinite amount of cash at the Federal Reserve. We will do whatever we need to do to make sure that there's enough cash in the banking system.
Yeah, so they can just print money. They devalue all this fiat toilet paper. Let me put my finger as a bookmark. They just print all this It's just not worth anything. It's fucking monopoly money, and they make everyone broke it unless you're on a Bitcoin stand. It's really the only thing that's holding up, and there is a reason BlackRock, Fidelity, and everyone else jumped in to it. Just having Larry Fink, and I'm actually going to bring up maybe the positive side of these ETF people in here. I'm not saying I like Larry Fink, and I want to dive into, huge news. This is absolutely massive. So Alex Jones, love him or hate him, he's got the host of the Alex Jones show, his name's Jay. Somebody, one of you guys asked me to get in contact with Jay, and I did, and he's happy to come on. We're going to go into the Bilderberg Group, Klaus Schwab, the World Economic Forum, the insidious nature of BlackRock. He's also a hardcore Bitcoiner as well. Super interesting dude. Way out there on the spectrum. He knows as much about conspiracies as Alex Jones does. He works directly with him, and he's got his own show. So look forward to that. Another good reason to hit the subscribe button below. So that'll be coming up probably next week. I asked him to come on Fuck Off Fridays, but it was like 11 hours ago, and everyone's busy. So I just any chance last minute, because he's like, when do you want to do it? But I said, otherwise we'll organise it for next week. If it's not next week, 2 weeks away, we'll be in New Zealand for a couple of days. Wow, this is absolutely fantastic. How about we come back to it and we'll just race through a couple more things. Oh fuck, it's so good. It is so good. The regional bank that helped acquire Silicon Valley Bank, we did talk about this, now posting huge loss, plunging balance sheet toxicity never abated for small and mid-sized banks. It was just papered over with anonymous emergency lending. Last year, we're saying there's going to be more banking collapses here. We've seen one play out in real time. Do they totally go insolvent? Probably not. They'll just have more emergency lending. We'll keep you updated as that happens, but it's contagion. The system is sick. It's why it's more important now than ever to get that Bitcoin off the exchange into cold storage again if you need help the Bitcoin way. But we're going to see more and more and more of this. The WEF planning for cybersecurity attacks and stuff. And that's another reason I'd be getting. That's what I'll go into with Jay as well, because they look into all this programming. But that's a huge reason I'd be getting my Bitcoin off the exchange as well. Oh, the exchanges go down. They come back up. Oh, hacker got in. Sorry, you're all fucked. And we don't want that. You're just holding self-storage and you're all good. Tether. They're stacking Bitcoin. The company holds $2.8 billion worth of Bitcoin on its balance sheet here. I love their Excel reporting. Bitcoin's $2.82 billion. Pretty cool, hey? And they're going to continue to keep buying. It looks like Tether's been endorsed as the world's stable coin at the moment. Would I be holding it? Fuck no. They're not even holding it. They're buying Bitcoin, so why would you? It's so good. We'll play it now. Enjoy.
Bill Ackman publicly declared war on the based Fed yesterday, but he doesn't really want war with us.
Sorry, the volume's so low. There's nothing more that I can do to turn it up, unfortunately. I'll go back to the start. It's a minute long if you need to turn the volume up on your headphones or your phone or your TV or whatever for the next minute.
Bill Ackman publicly declared war on the based Fed yesterday, but he doesn't really want war with us. That's why he stayed silent after we challenged him to provide actual evidence of plagiarism in our collection. Yesterday he was loud and banging on his chest, but today he's a quiet little boy hiding away in his offices. Well, there's a saying on Wall Street some of you may be familiar with, never fight the Fed. But Ackman apparently never heard that old axiom. You know, if you think I'll be bailing you out with a rate cut at the FOMC meeting next week, you are dead wrong. I will crash this entire economy just to make you suffer. And don't forget, I can make one phone call and the next day everyone will be back inside on lockdown. No one will be booking rooms at your trash tier hotels or eating your shitty food. Don't make me start another pandemic, Bill. Rescind the plagiarism allegations and stop your harassment campaign immediately. And don't try to drag the poor CEO of OpenSea into this. This is a warning shot. Do not fuck with the Fed, ever. Bill.
Well said. I just want to address a comment there. Down the bottom, Sparhawk and I agree. I don't know much about Alex Jones, but I think the parents of Sandy Hook kindergarten children would love to hear from his insightful views. what I'd like to say to that is there is a lot of videos he went on with Patrick Bet-David, Tucker Carlson as well. He has talked about it multiple times as well. And I think that was wrong. I believe he thinks it was wrong as well. I'm not endorsing him in any way. I'm not bringing Alex Jones on, I'm bringing Jay on, and a little bit more easy and a bit more grounded talker. But I would like to address that. He called the pandemic 9/11. There's so many things that Alex Jones over the years has gotten more and more right, and they look into things. Maybe everything doesn't line up. And anyway, if you want to look into what he has said in regards to that, I thought I'd address it. It's not my place to do it, but I don't know. I brought up Alex Jones, so it's all fair. Real video. New Fed chair, this shout out to Simply Bitcoin. We're not declaring victory and we think we have a ways to go. Victory is impossible with fiat. We won't play it. That's enough of Jerome Powell. Papa Jerome Powell. And this happens to too many people. My friend just texted me. He's bearish as fuck. Thinks we see 20K again. I'm starting to think we aren't going to see that with Bitcoin. And what I'd like to show you is we're above $43,000, ladies and gentlemen. So did you smash the fucking buy button and stack some of those sweet fucking sats? Because this is your future. And I can see Simon Picala in the chat, is just stacking the fuck out of those sats, really making, I need to get safety and book fiat standard. Somebody in the chat stacking like 7 fucking Bitcoin. Well done, power to you. Shout out on the back. If you've got 0.7 Bitcoin, whatever, do everything you can to stack as many sats as possible with still having a roof and food for your family, clothing, and make the most. Even push this fucking great big green button. It's all good. Gargoyle is saying, I haven't held up the steel plate. It's... Actually, I tried to find the $11 one, couldn't find it. If you do some search, it took me a while. There's a $20 Australian one there. Find them on Amazon. I think instead of saying Bitcoin seed plate, if you say steel, crypto seed plate. Yeah, steel, crypto seed plate, I think is the easiest way to be able to get that to come up. We'll jump into the comments soon. But if you're bearish as fuck... DCA is probably the best way to go, or some degens just 100% going all in, 100% not financial advice. Bitcoin, even if it was to come down a little bit, and we don't know what it's going to do today or tomorrow, up, down, fucking sideways. But the Fed did fuck all to it yesterday, and we know where the trend is going, or at least we're pretty fucking certain as we can be. They're only going to continue to debase the fuck out of money. So the more that we can stack these precious sats, well, it's only 43,123. What a fucking perfect number today. Make the most of it, ladies and gentlemen. So let's jump back into the final things here. This was in regards to the good news. If you can smash the like button one more time for us, greatly appreciated, ladies and gentlemen. In regards to the ETF, happy to see the narrative is shifting hardcore Bitcoin maxis. Many of them prior to the F were saying ETFs are shit products. ETF are the opposite of what Bitcoin, of the reason Bitcoin was invented. Wall Street will take over Bitcoin. BlackRock may want to fork Bitcoin. They'll create paper Bitcoin or self-custody or nothing. My thoughts 100%. Now I see more and more statements like the ones, great that Van Eck is donating 10% of its profits. It's actually Bitwise, unless Van Eck's doing it as well. Bitwise publish its address. We can make proof of reserves anytime. Well, I got credit for that, which was fucking pretty cool, by Matt Hogan, the CEO. Said I called it when I interviewed him and asked him the hard questions. It's pretty bloody great interview with one of the people on Wall Street. So the Bitcoin ETFs are allowing to reach a much bigger total addressable market. More than a Wall Street Trojan horse, the ETFs are a reverse Trojan horse by involving many more people in Bitcoin. Some of them will study Bitcoin and will remain for the monetary revolution. And that's what I like the most about the ETFs. Get in, number goes up, great. What the fuck is this? Oh, I need to hold in self-custody. Sweet. How do I do that? Easy. And then that's why we need to get the signal out there. ETFs gave legitimacy to the asset, and now many more retailers will start to look at Bitcoin with different eyes. Thanks to the ETFs, the narrative in the mainstream media is shifting. Google allowing Bitcoin ads. Welcome to the second era of Bitcoin. We can see the market cap here, 840 billion, 272 million, 281,483. We had a look at the price in the last 24 hours, pretty much fucking sideways, ladies and gentlemen. Stack and chill, make the most of it. I'm going to jump into the comments there, and that was nothing. So let's have a quick little chat. I'm going to go from the bottom up. I need to race out of here pretty much now. But James, count me as a G-Gen then, 100% in. DCA gang, man, I'd find money in my mattress if Bitcoin drops to 20K again. Back the fucking truck up. Until then, I pound the green button, the red button on a regular basis. Average Geo, you're a fucking legend. Gargoyle, fuck yeah. 7 kids and still stacking. Simon Picala, what a fucking boss. James, sweet stacking sats, brah. I haven't heard that in so long. Oh man, in Cairns growing up, we used to say brah all the time. I'll hold my comments and keep it in Bitcoin. He said they were lizard people. They're all fucking lizard people. Is this Alex Jones or me saying it? I fucking agree with him there. Just got here in the middle of it. Do something, do anything. There's some funny as fuck videos at the start with Jerome Powell. If you miss those, they're so awesome. They're not fact. They're fucking AI generated, but basically sums up what he is thinking. I love it. Keep the Power AI video. It's coming. Johnny Midas, shout out. AI generated, most of it is, yes. Sparhawk, I don't, mate. Well, we read that one there. I held up the metal gargoyle of Fred Moon. Snot's bad. What about Mars? We'll all get a soft landing when Bitcoin goes to the moon. It is how you protect your purchasing power. I know fuck off Fridays are a little bit fucking loose. I understand that. But we get the news with the fast facts out Monday to Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. So definitely enjoy that. 69 people in the comments here. It's all fucking perfect. Anyway, love him or hate him. Alex joined is back. Almost everything up. He says he just reports what's hard to find. What is the dude snorting? That sounds right. Sean is my favorite word. Simon, thanks very much. Sean, it's my favorite word. That's in regards to see you in the Northern Territory. There's these stickers and it says Northern Territory, Northern Australia. It's like C, then it says in the NT. It's pretty bad. CU and then I in the and then NT. No revolution, fix the money, fix the world, just get to the point, opt out. And that's why I wore the fix the money, fix the world shirt today. No revolution. We saw that stacking and chilling. James, you got it. Southwest Carp Hunter. Daddy-o. These feds speak in circles to drive people away. They talk absolute nonsense. Hence, we'll never stream the bullshit FOMC meeting ever again. We'll just play the sound bites next time and bring up a quick summary of it. Fuck, that was boring. Well done for sticking through with the nonsense. Safedean's book, The Bitcoin Standard, absolutely awesome. And The Bitcoin Way, Safedean endorses as well. He is saying CPI data doesn't matter. Simon's wife hates it, but when he is stacking, he needs to be a provider and a protector. Shout out to everyone in the chat today. It's been an absolute pleasure. As always, do something nice. Humble the like button. I know fuck off Fridays get a little bit loose. It's all good. Have a beautiful fucking day, ladies and gentlemen. You're all fucking legends. Be blessed. Peace.